from Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee. It's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Tennessee Titans taking on the Houston Texans.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we take... The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
On second down, Kelly. He's got it to Matthews, complete. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now Kelly. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. He'll look to set up his blockers. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to float this over the middle deep. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. A huge play there for Houston. 67 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
3-0 after one on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter two. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now Kelly. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. To throw is Kelly. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
Kelly. And that is incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
That's taken on the 25. Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over first and 10. So here are the Texans to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on first and 10. On play action, they'll throw. He's got it to Collins, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought.
A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up first and 10. Out of the gun, it's Kelly. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Now Kelly. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, after incompletions on first and second down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on fourth down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This is taken at about the 14. He juked him. 34 yards on the return, but for a moment looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Texans with the football here late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late score. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to go up top again. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll be touched down at the end, but a big play on that one.
That's how you flip field position. What a play right there. That nearly went the distance. Credit this defense for not giving up. They get him down just short of the goal line, but the damage is done. It's going to be 1st and goal from an ideal position.
Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. It's their quarterback. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Texans are able to add on to their first half lead. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up 1st and goal, and they're able to cash in right. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Here's Kelly. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Well, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. Kelly to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that 6th sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This from 54 yards away. The kick by Bass is good, and that will do it for... Opening drive, third quarter, and we'll see how this defense comes out of the locker room. From the gun, Kelly. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down, threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking downfield for Jones. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Texans have opened the lead up to 30. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words.
Beginning of the drive, 1st and 10 coming up for the offense. We'll see how this defense does here in the third quarter. On 1st and 10, Kelly. A quick throw there is incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
The throw over the middle taken in. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 74 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Texans are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember,
they'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking downfield for Jones. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. With his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Texans just continue to roll. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
no, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, That meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way.
So we're in the third quarter. We'll see how this defense handles the upcoming drive as the offense takes over with a 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
And he'll get it here on the touch pass.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Does a nice job there defensively being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Henry up the middle. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Here's Kelly to throw. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And he fields it cleanly. Spinning away. And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Houston set to take over.
They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep and a run up the middle with Mixon.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Got to get to the 26 for a 1st. This is 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's able to get the 1st here as he's taken down at the 25. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
He's got his man, Schultz, coming across the formation.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
They'll look to throw. to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
To throw, Kelly.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off.
And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense will very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, Part?
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
But at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. But he wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
CD, it'll go into the books as just one win, but this is a really impressive win. They've done it on defense, and here they continue to do it on offense. Another score in the fourth quarter to widen that advantage.
I like where you were going with that one. Would you say, partner, it was really 3 victories today? Landslide on the scoreboard, emphatic victory on either side of the ball. They really got it done.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Looking to throw on second. Here's Kelly. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Kelly. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Taken in at the 22. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Texans, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Nashville. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storyline. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston.
Nico Collins.
His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Texans get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Here's Tua.
And this, incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Tua going to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Las Vegas sending out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Looking downfield for Jones. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. 63 yards.
And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Not even 2 minutes into this football game, already we've had 2 scores.
You know how much I like to read about teams of old, right? The teams of yesteryear. There were some teams that were known as the point-a-minute teams. Well,
we are in the first quarter. We get you back to the action to see how this defense can do on this upcoming drive.
Mechie, the man in motion.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua.
Now the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Derek Hall in there that time to get him to the turf. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And it's intercepted.
Picked off by Drew Sanders.
And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if
a fight for the football, and it's intercepted.
But they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for...
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
Yeah, that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Being chased out left.
Throw left side, he's got Tillman. Down inside the 10. Touchdown!
A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Texans are able to extend their lead. Boy, CD, what a start for them. Still in the first quarter. They're absolutely blitzing them. All the points that they put up, I'm not sure what you say on the other sideline right now.
I think it's as simple as this, partner. The way that they're playing, there's no limits on what this league.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Tua sets up to pass it.
Short throw caught by Bowers.
Only able to get it to his own 20 after breaking through the contact. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it facing a second and long situation. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. This offense so far on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 15.
This ball caught by Mechie.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's the Raiders punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And taken right on the 30. Able to avoid him at the 40.
A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Texans will take over.
So here are the Texans to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. He'll drop to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. And this is caught. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Texans are able to widen their lead here in this first half. So this now 34-0 with the extra point pending. And Charles, I thought these guys might have the advantage coming in, but I didn't expect this.
Bob Glenn.
Time now to see what this defense can do. Second quarter as the offense starts out 1st and 10. Tua now on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On third down, here's Dobbins. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Las Vegas sending out their punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And out will come the offense as they take over.
The Texans offense set to regain possession. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. So the offense set to take the field here. They will have the football with less than a minute to go in the first half. They'll set up a throw. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Nico Collins. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Texans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
So a 1st and 10 coming up for the offense here in the second quarter. Let's see what this defense can do. Tua now on 1st down. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. Tua throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
This time they stay on the ground, and he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down.
But they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Mixon will get it to start the second half. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 35. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds, to continue to move people.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Max Crosby, the one who got in there for the stop.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. On third down, Mixon. And fights through one man. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
And Brandon, you know that expression, he just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Second and goal from inside the 5. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's third and goal. Here's a run with Mixon, and he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans.
Joe Mixon with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. On first down, Tagovailoa.
Short throw caught by Bowers.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And the Texans are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Oh, my goodness, CD. I mean, this defense just continuing to dominate. They're really dominating on both sides of the ball. But for the defense, that's now 3 interceptions for them here in this ball game.
And what a great teaching tape for this defensive coordinator, right? When they go back.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Once again, they run with Mixon. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory.
74 yards rushing for him now to this point. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
Mixon up the middle. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave,
the Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
it certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one. And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys.
Inside handoff to Mixon. A pretty decent gain on the tough run before he's brought down at the 25. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. A handoff to Mixon.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over.
For the winning team here, Charles, that's about as big and clean of a win as you could hope for in the National Football League. No turnovers. Meanwhile, you forced turnovers. You didn't allow any points, and you put up a bunch of points. What an effort.
And, Brandon, I just have to ask you, that's all the stuff that we saw happen today. Those are statistics, numbers, the whole deal. But my question is, how does one team come ready to play, and the other one, obviously, not ready at all?
Well, I mean, I obviously don't have an answer to that, but that was the story from the get-go. One side was awake and ready, and the other just seemed asleep.
So for Houston, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll get another home date next week as the Jaguars will come to town.
Meanwhile, for Las Vegas,
they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the